So show me another like professor classroom. I want to see like legitimately classroom role play where they're actually in class and it's boring as fuck. Agent 00. Okay, I don't know who that is. All right. Somewhere in this stream, he's got. You've definitely seen him. I probably have. Yes, I've seen this guy. I think I saw him in like some LSF clips. Playing COD. Does he ever go to? Okay, hold on. He looks like he's getting ready to go in real life. Does he have a Squire?
Well, it's safe.
He's got a Squire. Nice. High production value. Where's the classroom?
Sir.
Oh shit! Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
All three questions was A. Somehow Jamal got them all right.
Let's go.
Something we don't know about.
Let's go, Jamal.
I got the first one.
There's some. All of them is A. If you didn't get that answer, it's okay. By the end of this, you'll understand why. Okay? You'll understand why. Yo, so look. I'm gonna need y'all to be quiet while I'm talking. Excuse me.
You know, they should do like the Naruto episode where like one person in this classroom has all the right answers and you have to find a way to cheat off of them.
Learn some shit though, because it might be a nugget in here that could even.
But you can't get caught.
Revenue by 20%. It's something there, bro. So just learn. If you know, then good. It's a reminder. You feel me? So let's get into it. First thing we're gonna start with.
That's his normal university.
Bag, man. This is a get to the bag type of class, bro. It's so get to the bag that this class is sponsored by Veibae. Okay?
Oh, but their chat would just cheat.
Bro, this is the only sponsored class in Streamer University. If you ever need a trading platform, if you're serious about your money, you want to invest your money, Veibae is the way to do it, bro. 100%. I mean that though, like,
wait, what the
money
fuck?
Isn't just a thing you do to buy luxury things. It's what you use to put your creativity and make it real. You don't have a Streamer University unless you have lots of bread to help make it happen.
What is
and to me, this is so far, day zero was spectacular. I'm excited for the rest of the day and tonight. But money is what helps fuel your imagination and pull off the things that's in your brain. What's that, Sam?
Excuse me, sir. Is there an option to skip the ad? Yes.
Ain't no option, bro. There's no option. Shout out to Veibae. W fucking Veibae, bro. W Veibae, bro.
Okay, dude.
W Veibae, bro. I always tell people like, if you're serious about your money, then why not help it?
He just keeps going.
Why not use it in a net positive
The
way?
fuck is a Veibae?
Invest in yourself, bro. I always tell
The
people
fuck?
that, bro. All right, the first way is ads. I know y'all, okay, everybody want ads. Bro, ads are the most underrated way to make revenue. By far. By far, especially for people that's averaging more than 1,000 concurrent viewers. In my personal opinion, if you're a smaller streamer and not full-time, do not run too many ads. In fact, I will probably run none unless you absolutely have to and you need the revenue. You want the discovery. You hear me? You want people to pull up to your shit. Under no circumstances should you ever have a pre-roll ad.
So he's actually gonna fucking teach streaming.
Is acceptable
okay.
As a small streamer if you absolutely need to. Otherwise, prioritize the discovery. The larger of a content creator you get, I feel like the more acceptable it is to run the ads higher. And I'm gonna explain to you why. I'm gonna show you graphs at some of my revenue and why I feel that way. It helps make some of your dreams and the big ideas a reality.
You should hand out pieces of paper, and on only one of those pieces of paper
really
is a little red star.
This is the second one. Everybody knows brand deals.
And then after all the papers hand out, he should be like, all right,
my key is to
the one person with red star stand up.
You wanna
everyone else leave the classroom, you're not gonna make it.
Do a creative version of that. Most don't.
You didn't win the lottery.
Creativity goes a long way.
Go in a different field. Do something else.
Bro. At the end of each ad, I ask, what could I have done better? That means I'm serious about this. Like I'm curious about the feedback. If they have more money in the future and they want to do something else, they're gonna come to me because they know I'm someone that's actually serious about the brand deals. Never take the first offer, even if that's their final offer. They're not gonna vanish just because you say a counter offer. They're gonna stick with their original offer if that's actually their final offer. But if you accept the final offer, you already lost the negotiations. Honestly, part of that is having good management. If you negotiate,
he does not negotiate any of his deals. He has a manager.
It's a lot tougher to make moves, bro, because you can't be an asshole. Sometimes you need someone else to argue on your behalf because it's gonna be more socially acceptable. It's gonna make you look a little bit better too. It's like representing yourself in court. You could do it even if you know the law. It's not recommended. And social package rate. Whose main platform here is like TikTok, Instagram? Okay, so y'all cooking. Every brand deal at this point is not just a stream. It's like they'll ask for a stream, then a tweet, and 2 IG stories, and a TikTok. So if you can get your social working on other platforms, the amount you could charge for brand deals increases significantly, like genuinely, like very significantly. What's that?
So like, for someone who's a YouTuber, should I take that Raycon brand deal?
Hell yeah. I mean, if it's bread, it's bread. Unless you think the product's ass.
Bread is bread.
I mean, if the product's ass, don't sell the ass product. But otherwise, like I would, oh yeah, why not? Yo.
No, sell a shitty product. Fuck it. Who cares?
Can for brand deals or do you do solo?
It depends. As long as you're prioritized, sometimes you could sign to an agency or a management team and you be like, they don't think of you. In that case, you're wasting your time, honestly. Jamal, how do you get them? You could shoot messages out. That if there's a brand you like, I did one with Popeyes last week. I just DM'd them.
Is Popeyes? No
Sometimes
way.
It's nice to have a management because they'll have inbound deals. So they'll have a deal for, I don't know, like Marvel Rivals, and they'll be looking for someone in their talent pool to do the Marvel Rivals ad. And if you're a gamer, they're probably gonna reach out to you. For those who don't know, maybe you haven't done too many brand deals. On the
That's
bottom,
literally
it's a
Mythic.
good, it's a good synopsis of like
Mythic
which
is the
brands
management
have
company that I
money.
partially own.
You gotta understand who has budget, who doesn't have budget. No point in negotiating with someone that doesn't
Kind
have
of.
budget, bro.
I don't even know.
Genuinely.
Do I own any of it?
Bad rates, peripherals,
I don't know.
bro. Mouses,
Maybe.
keyboards, the niggas do not pay bread, bro. Non-profits, you're a good fucking guy, so you might do it anyway, but usually they do not have good rates.
I don't know.
Mid rates, games, depends on the game. Sometimes if it's an Amazon game, higher rate. EA game might be a little low rate. Virgins, I really mean someone who's never done an ad with a content creator before.
Okay.
They're a little unfamiliar with the space, therefore it might be a little bit hit or miss. And good rates is legacy brands. If you can go on Walmart, Target, and find it, if it's a brand that has like billions of dollars worth of value, chances are they have huge budgets and they may be allocating that to content creators and events. Honestly, events is crack because it's fun. One, it's an experience. Two, it's good content to stream. Three, and they be coming in with $1 million budget, they have to spend it. So they might as well spend it on you. So events is where I've been having the most fun doing recently. Anytime I get invited out to some shit, like negotiate a very high rate, especially if I don't have to fly and leave Atlanta, very, very convenient. So if you can start to build a portfolio.
Oh my God,
of
is that
events,
his sub
when
count?
the next brand hits you up, you can say, look at this thing I did with this brand over here.
Okay,
It did so
never mind. I
well.
thought it was like
You feel me?
constantly going up. I
And
just
so
happened to look
this
when
is-
it was
this
just
is
like
essentially you start to build
all the way up.
a rapport with different brands.
He has the
And just
fucking-
so you know, it's only a handful of people that hold all the money.
You should
So
talk about
if you put
the
a good
baiting
impression on
people with
one,
the fucking
all of them
sub
are gonna start
goals.
fucking with you.
Have a sub goal every day
Subs,
of
this one's actually
something.
pretty
That was Emily
self-explanatory.
CC.
If you're a smaller streamer, you may be on a 50-50. There's a way to get it 70-30. I don't know how it is because I got it a long time ago. I think the rules might have changed.
Yeah,
Reach out
incentivize
to
goals. There it
Twitch
is.
Or whichever, if you're on Twitch at least, reach out to Twitch, bro. You're going to want that 70-30 as soon as you can. As far as I know, there's no
70-30.
way to get above that anymore. There was back in the day, not anymore.
What?
Oh, yeah, of course, bro. Anytime.
I thought 70-30 was the thing you can't get back anymore.
Negotiated for that. I apologize. Where do we start with? What's the, like,
None of these people are getting 70-30, dog.
So we'll get to that. That's gonna come later in this. Yeah. It's gonna help because you're gonna wanna, if you're pocket watching someone, you also wanna know how much they make off brand deals. All right, I'm actually gonna give you all an example. Chat, don't be weird.
You can get
I'm gonna
70-30?
give you an
I thought that was
example
a
of
old.
a
Okay.
rough month I had where I lost a lot of money, and then a good month I had where I made a lot of money, just to give you an idea of what my pockets look like, so you could better watch other people's pockets.
Oh God, here we
Okay.
go.
Huh? Oh wait, hold on. Where's Chris at?
I saw
I don't know if this is the updated
350,000
one,
there.
because there was a pie chart here. Hold on, give me a sec, yo. Yeah, we have an updated one. Where's it at? Hey, give us 2 minutes. Y'all can
I
discuss
like this
amongst
guy.
yourselves, man.
This is a good class. He's moving into
Where's the
it.
new one at, Chris?
Moving a little too quick.
Can we, maybe I just have to refresh this?
I don't think a single one of the people in that fucking classroom's paid attention. They are. I bet they're staring at chat. Oh no, now he has to get them quiet. He lost his rhythm. Let's see if he can get him to pay back attention and get
Boom,
quiet again.
Connect it back, refresh. All right, quiet it down.
Here we go, here we go.
Only reason I'm really showing niggas this
Damn.
is because, like, as you make more money, there's some people that actually just pocket the difference, but I'm a
Total
content creator. I've been a content creator since I was
expenses?
12. I like to do cool
350K?
shit. So you don't get a chance to do that unless you start generating real revenue.
what did he-
In the months where
what?
I generate more revenue, I do cooler shit. In the months where it's a little bit slower, I had to slow it down. It's a business at the end of the day. You can't run out of money, otherwise you have to sell your house. What's up?
What's your preferred method of outreach when it comes to reaching out to brands?
Anytime there's a brand I like, back in the day I used to just reach out. Now I have a management company and an agency. So if there's a company I like, I dead ass DM them. I DM Cinnabon 4 days ago. I DM Popeyes last month. I did a deal with them last week. So I just reach out. If there's a person I want on my stream, I just reach out. Yeah, just reach out. Dead ass. Sometimes I just say stuff on stream, and then the people reach out. Literally, sometimes just say like, it'd be cool to do something with this guy. They might see the clip. So this was a rough month for me, January, in terms of revenue.
Dead ass.
Chat, you know this. We had the weight loss marathon this month. It was expensive, bro. The house rental alone was $80,000. It was another $80,000 on top of the rest expenses just for that marathon. I had to lose 25 pounds in 10 days. I gained all the weight back. But it was great content, though. It was fantastic content, and that's all that mattered. And there was the rest of the expenses during the month. The different segments that you do. Anytime you need to rent something, buy something, move something, transport something, flights you're booking for people, the team that you have, the payroll. It's a business, bro, so there's gonna be a lot of expenses, and it tallied up to $350,000, my nigga. It's a lot, bro. What up, Tello?
Generally, was any of that a write-off?
All of it is write-off. Every business expense is write-off. This whole thing, yeah. My personal expense is not in this because that would be personal revenue split. Yeah,
He's
so
he's
the
actually
business,
right about everything he said.
Agency, and then there's me personally.
I respect it.
So
He's right.
I'm showing you guys this to also like give you confidence that like it's okay to spend money on idea even if you think it's not gonna make money. The reason why this was such a loser for us in terms of profit was because January has notoriously bad ads. And
He's right.
We didn't anticipate it was gonna be that bad.
'Cause
If we do
December's
this in
so
December,
good.
The weight loss marathon would have been very profitable. It was horrible. Like it was like 1/3 of what I would have made.
What do you mean bad ads?
Like companies don't pay for a lot of ads in the quarter one. January, February, March.
He's right.
So what you want to do is, so it's like you're still going to make content. You're not going to not make content in those months. But I didn't realize how big of a difference it was going to be. And at the time, I
huge.
think some niggas pull ads from Twitch. It was just a bad time for ads. And so I lost maybe like $100,000 on that.
Remember I did that
And wasn't able to make
subathon
the money back in the rest
during
of the month,
OnlyFans?
Which is okay because I was
Vicky
happy
and I
with
were
the
talking
content.
about whether or not I
That's what
should
I'm
do
saying.
it.
That's the whole point of
And we're
today's
like,
lesson
I
is
don't know, your
yo,
family's
it's
here,
cool to lose
whatever.
money as
Like,
long as you're
oh,
happy
but it
with the
is
content,
December.
Because there's going to be other ideas
So,
you have
like,
that make money that's not
That
high
was a
rate, that's not that high
moving
production.
piece into
So,
making me actually do
This
it.
is what the revenue looked like for January on Twitch. You could tell it's a marathon. 'cause I
Yeah,
had a
it's the
300-hour stream.
No, you started January?
Yeah.
No, that subathon was like December, I'm
Correct,
pretty
yeah.
sure.
And I still lost money. Crazy. So I made $120,000. So I want y'all to, I really want
You
y'all
don't
to
even
focus
check
in on
chat,
this,
you're
though.
too locked
This
in?
is why I'm
What?
saying ads are really underrated.
Sure, I guess. I don't read chat much.
Do you see this purple section here? Those are ads.
Damn, he's got these
If I
fuckers
remove
interested
my
now
ads,
because he's
my
actually
budget is
showing
eviscerated.
revenue. He's
So I'm
showing
saying it's underrated
everything.
because it's the main
Yeah,
way
he's
I
got
get
these
to do cool
fuckers
stuff.
locked in.
It also helps convert subscribers because niggas want to subscribe if there's lots of ads. But I wouldn't recommend that because the main priority for small streamers is discovery. As you grow, I would recommend it more and more. But I really, truly believe it, bro. Like without ads, and you can see this split here. I pulled it up on purpose. Like on an average day in January, this is a marathon, so I was live the whole day. Keep in mind, there's ads playing the entire day, $4,000. And that's a bad day. Because if this was done in December, that's gonna be $20,000, $25,000. So
Yeah, it can get up there. How many views does he get?
Ads that they hit you up directly and then
no, it's just Twitch ads. It's just Twitch ads. You know when you go to monetization tab, it's just the ads Twitch runs.
It's like a 15K, Andy.
So no,
Okay.
in the months where you are buying more, advertisers are spending more. Black Fridays, Thanksgivings, Christmases, that season hits hard. Summertime, people going on vacation, tourist money. On the months where people aren't spending much is in the first quarter. Most companies budget their marketing budget in quarters. Q1 has this marketing budget. Q2 has this marketing budget. Q1 is always very bad. Honestly, it's why a lot of niggas take vacations in January. But for me, doing a weight loss marathon,
Yeah.
starting on January 1st was important to the overall
What month are
storyline.
we in?
I could have fit it in December, but I think for storyline
Telling this stuff to
purposes,
10
being the
viewer
start
Andys
year
is
strong,
comical.
hopefully
They're not
trying to
gonna
motivate
hear
niggas and
right.
not put that fucking weight back on. That was the purpose, so I just had to do this shit in January. Otherwise, realistically, it would have made more sense to
Fuck.
move it to December. So this was Twitch. This is what YouTube looked like. And this was also a pretty rough month on YouTube.
What channel is that?
I actually
This is
don't
my
know
agency
YouTube
revenue
at all.
channel. So this is where I put all my clips. This is where I put all my clips and stuff like
This
that.
is where I don't know anything here.
Oh, and they say sad. Oh, you just like to read.
Yeah, but you gotta think. Like it's 120,000 on Twitch. It's 49,000. I didn't have any brand deals this month. And so unfortunately, because of the 350,000 expenses, I lost $140,000 in the month of January. Now, personally for me, the losses are all acceptable if I'm happy with the content. Now, if I was buying bullshit in January and I went negative, then that's okay. Also, you're gonna have negative months. You know, you buy a house for your mom, that's gonna be negative in the P&Ls, but that's a W for your life, bro. You get what I'm saying? So it's cool to take the L, even if it looks ugly, if it's something that you're proud of.
What kind of expense costs 340K?
So
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
show you April, chat. You know, we crushed it in April. We did very fantastic. We hit 50,000 subs, but we had 500,000 in expenses. Yeah. So just to give you an idea, like every
I don't
stream
believe
we're
that.
doing like 2-3 segments.
Please, I'm so intrigued.
Every
See, they are
every stream
intrigued.
we're doing 2 to 3 segments.
I don't believe
right?
that.
So like we're opening Pokemon packs, 2,000. We got an animal from a shelter to come. We paid a shelter so that they could afford to house those animals. It's like 2,000 a piece, 4,000 depending on the animal. Like we tried to load me up to a bunch of helium balloons to see if I could float to outer space, 15,000. We're doing work to the backyard, 7,000. But these are all daily streams though. So it starts to tally up over the course of a month. Even though there was no big marathon, it was still a lot of money spent. And that's not including January and April are tax months.
7 PC giveaway, 4K animal inflatables. Okay, like this is not 500K. Like, okay, 50K payroll, 10K tech upgrades. Like he would put bigger things on here if it really was 500,000. I don't believe it.
So
I do think he has expenses, but I think he's over exaggerating that part.
So the metric that you really need to focus on here is actually not, hold on, slow it down.
You wouldn't get it?
The metric you need to focus on is actually not the revenue, it's the time streamed. The longer you stream, especially if you want ads, there's way more ads in the stream. That's why the marathons hit. So even though it's a big investment, you might spend $180,000 on a marathon, because let me say, chat, all of them, you eventually, hopefully one day, yeah. But not most of them aren't that. I think most marathons, I spent like 10,000, 40,000. They're not all that crazy. Just that one happened to be super big. What up?
Yeah, but you see the problem now.
What's the problem?
You see your time and your revenue. If I do that because I have a Nigerian audience,
Yeah.
that I'm still gonna get like $20.
You're right. So different countries have different ads, and America pays the most. So that's true. So if you live in a country that's not America, your ad rate is most likely, not always, a little bit less, just because America's super commercialized and consumers.
How much did I spend on my subathon? Dude, Asmo,
If
so
you
much
can
money.
Get an American audience, that helps. But also you get paid in American, right?
You know what my expenses are?
And in Nigerian
Steam.
bucks, that
Buying games on Steam. I'm a low effort streamer. I don't do this shit anymore.
Viewers are paying $6 per soul. Nigerian viewers are paying $1.
now I understand that. But I think what's possible is you dominate Nigeria.
I don't have the
and then
energy
you
these
expand.
kids have.
You get what I'm saying? You could probably think of artists that have done the same thing where they dominate Nigeria.
Or
and
the
now they're global.
drive. I just
so the
can't.
global opportunity is always going to be there. You just have to keep working. You'll get there, bro. So this was Twitch, and this is what YouTube looked like in a little bit more of an optimized month. And keep in mind, like, these are just clips from the stream, bro.
Reaction.
Yeah. What up, man?
I needed Jamal.
Jamal, you're needed.
Come on.
Is he a big YouTuber?
Maya or
150,000 views 12 hours ago? Yeah, he's a big YouTuber.
Nina's not here.
okay.
170K, 750, 270. Oh, 3 months ago. Does he do daily videos? He does. Yep.
Hey,
Okay, he
before
farms on
goes, though,
YouTube.
He aced his quiz.
Hey, congrats.
He didn't give a fuck. Hey, what up?
Yeah, okay, he's a big
What's that?
YouTuber.
Hold on, quiet, so we can hear her. Quiet.
When you do your taxes, do you have a business account and you pay yourself?
You got to get an accountant. So we're going to get to that. I don't know because I'm not a tax accountant. Each state has different laws. So
Don't
I
do
wanna
your
give
own
you bad
taxes
advice.
as a streamer.
You feel me? I want to give you bad advice. But so let me get to it real quick. So this is, Twitch we crushed it on Twitch. It did really, really well. And then YouTube did fantastic as well. So if we take a look, also I nailed it on brand deals. We had a lot of mega brand deals that month. And so the overall revenue was fantastic. Even though we spent 500,000, we still made money. You get what I'm saying? Say it again?
Yeah,
I spent
okay.
500,000. So
Sorry, I didn't plan on watching him this long. That's really interesting. That's a good for him.